can't wait till they release the footage. I just know Shakari was whooping ass. Oh my God. Oh my God. I know a fighter when I see one. That bitch got them beaters. She don't got no fat on her chest meat. It's nothing there, and she run fast. She was tearing his ass up, and I know for a motherfucking fact
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine. If you are new here, if you're new, of course, hit that subscribe button. Turn notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you're a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So we often hear a lot of conversation around how men are more forgiving and tend to stay and work through things than women are in relationships, right? Where we see that the divorce rates are high and they're initiated by women, how men don't typically just leave their families. They put up with a lot, right? We know that this is true because so many men have came out and talked about their experience with women, that many men go through things behind closed doors with women that never gets discussed, right? Because men just feel like, I'm gonna just take it and I'm gonna just deal with it, right? And for me, raising a son, I hate that idea that men are just supposed to just take it and be mistreated like they're nothing because it's a woman. So Shakari Richardson, who's the track star, she recently got into an altercation with her boyfriend, and honestly, had not happened publicly, this man has been probably, I don't have any proof, but who's to say that he hasn't been dealing with this situation in a relationship throughout the time, right? So Shakari Richardson, who's the track star, we all know her. She got into an altercation in the airport with her boyfriend, and she was arrested. I'm just going to share the clip and we're going to come back and talk about it.
Olympic sprinter Shakari Richardson was arrested Sunday following an alleged incident at the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. Richardson, 25, was arrested for alleged domestic violence after an altercation with her boyfriend, fellow sprinter Christian Coleman, The Athletic reported. The Olympic gold medalist reportedly got into a fiery argument with Coleman at a TSA security checkpoint in which the arresting officer saw Richardson shove her boyfriend multiple times as he was walking away from footage caught on security camera, per The Athletic. Richardson's offense was listed as a fourth-degree domestic violence assault. Coleman ultimately did not press charges and declined to be a victim, according to the report viewed by The Athletic. The incident landed Richardson in custody at the SCORE South Correctional Facility in Des Moines, Washington, where she stayed for just under 19 hours until she was released on Monday, according to records viewed by The Post. Richardson has been dating Coleman for over 2 years, despite the couple only making the relationship public in February.
So it happened, the footage, she was the aggressor, based on the footage that the police saw, and she got arrested, right? I am going to just say, this is just my opinion. I have no proof on this, but if this woman felt comfortable doing that in public, who's to say that she hasn't been doing this to this man throughout the relationship? This is just my opinion, that if a woman feels this comfortable pushing and shoving and hitting her partner in public, you probably doing damage behind closed doors. Damage. And no one will never know because, again, men don't typically come out and talk about abuse that they experience. As women, we are raised to not let a man put their hands on you. And if a man put their hands on you, you better leave. The conversation is never centered around, for most women, don't put your hands on boys. Don't put your hands on men. It's always as if domestic violence is one way. When we need to be teaching our daughters, keep your hands to yourself. Point blank, period. Keep your hands to yourself. It goes both ways. You teach your son to keep his hands to himself. You teach your daughter to keep her hands to herself. That nobody's accepting abuse, and you don't allow a woman to hit you, and you don't allow a man to hit you. But we've put so much emphasis on our girls that they shouldn't allow a man to do it, that our sons are left to just think they're supposed to just get beat on and mistreated and treat like they're nothing and be strong and pretend like they're good when they're not. Right? And her boyfriend is a prime example of that. making excuses and extending grace, which is not, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but extending grace to someone who hurt you that wouldn't probably give the same grace to you when it comes to how if a man did it to a woman. But here's a clip of him discussing his, experience or the way that he viewed the situation. Let's come back and talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was just a sucky situation all around. Like, I don't feel as if, like, she should have been arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, people have discussions and emotions and stuff like that. And she have, like, things that she need to work on for herself, of course. And so do I, so do you, like, everybody. And I'm the type of guy, like, I'm in the business of just, like, extending grace and mercy and love. And, I feel as if, like, I don't try to look at obstacles either. Like, I just look at, like, situations like this to just, like, take a step back, analyze yourself mentally, and then just try to see what you can do to be your best self so that you can move forward, so you can just be the type of person and a human that God needs you to be for his kingdom and for his glory. And so that's kind of how I look at the situation. And, like, and I hate the narrative, too, of just, like, it's so negative. But like I said, it's just like in the state of Seattle, even talking to the cop or whatever, he was just like, it really was nothing I could do. And just like, I understood. But I mean, like I said, it was just a sucky situation. But she's a human being and a great person. And I feel like, like, we've been able to be, like, really good teammates, like, all year. And I hate that narrative too, because us coming together, like, we're just two, like, real dominant personalities. And she's, to me, the best female athlete in the world. Like, I see it every day. And, like, for me in my process, like I just said, like, moving training groups, a whole new environment, a whole new, training setup, different than what I've been in the past, like, 10 years of my, track and field career, and transitioning and then still coming back running 9.8 and feeling like I got so much more to give, like that's my path and that's my journey. And, like, being so up close and personal with her every day, and, like, I watch this girl, like, fall on the track, like, in February and walk it off like it was, like a cramp, but get back up and have to take, like, a month and a half of just, like, rehab and trying to come back. And then 3 weeks later, like, have a competition and, like, like, she just has a lot of things going on and, like, a lot of emotions and forces going on inside of her that, like, not only I can understand, but, nobody can, because she's one-on-one and I'm one-on-one too. And so I know everything is happening in God's plan, because obviously he's one-on-one. And so that's really the main focus and the thing that I just wanted to say. And I know that, like, it's been a tough journey for her this year, but she gonna bounce back. And like I said, I see it every day.
So, typical man. A typical man who's in love with his woman, right? He's going to give grace. He's going to find ways to, just say she got to work through some things. She need help. I'm not going to hold it against her. I'm going to forgive her. Okay? But let me just say this. When you continue to give grace to people in certain situations, such as abuse, you're opening the door for them to believe that they can do whatever they want, right? Because domestic violence, for those who don't know, it is a cycle. It is a vicious cycle that I hit you, I yell at you, I emotionally abuse you, physically, whatever, and it goes in a will. I say sorry, I buy you a gift, and we make up. And I do it over and over again. It is to manipulate you. It is a form of manipulation. It will get into your head that you will make those excuses. So he's just another victim in this situation, right? And I'm sure he doesn't want to see his girlfriend get arrested and all of that. But what point do we say enough is enough?
I usually mind my business, but Shakari Richards was arrested for domestic violence in the airport, right? Her boyfriend goes live. He says, hey, listen, she's a good person. She didn't deserve to be arrested. She shouldn't have been arrested. She's a good human, blase, blase. Here's the thing, bro. Your girlfriend exhibits the inability to control her emotions. She's a grown-ass woman. You know what I'm saying? She is a grown-ass woman. We all humans. We all make mistakes. But this is where accountability comes in. As a woman, you still have to have emotional maturity. You still have to be in control of your actions. Just because you're emotional about something, or you're angry, or you're upset, that does not give you the right to put your hands on people. And I need women to start understanding this shit, bro. You feel like just because you hurt, it gives you a license to beat up a dude, do all this other crazy shit. It doesn't. Like, at the end of the day, if you can't forgive somebody, then leave. or contain yourself until you get to home. And I ain't saying beat the nigga up at home either. But what I'm saying is bro, you did that shit in public, knowing you a public figure. She obviously lacks emotional stability. She's unstable. And I don't care what nobody say. The fact that you did this shit in public is crazy.
And the sad part about it is, y'all, these women think it's funny and they just condone women hitting men.
I can't wait till they release the footage. I just know Shakari was whooping ass. Oh my God. Oh my God. I know a fighter when I see one. That bitch got them beaters. She don't got no fat on her chest meat. It's nothing there, and she run fast. She was tearing his ass up, and I know for a motherfucking fact he wish he had a pilot's license in that motherfucker, because there was no other way for him to get away from her ass but to fly Delta first class up out of that motherfucking airport. I just can't wait till they release the footage. I can't wait. I can't wait. She done got in trouble for a little bit of tree. Now she putting beaters to me. Oh my God. I cannot wait. I know my type when I see it. Do you hear what I'm saying? A bitch who can run fast, hit hard. A bitch who can run fast, hit hard. It's no question to it. And just imagine, you running full speed away from your predator. You turn your head. You never supposed to turn your head when you running, bitch. You look in front of you, not behind you. But you turn to the side because you see something out the peripheral. You see something out your motherfucking peripheral. And it's the motherfucker chasing you. You in the neck to neck. Neck to neck. Oh my God. You running into an ass whooping. It was nothing that boy could do. I just know, and I can't wait. I will pay pay-per-view to see that ass whooping. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I hope she run as fast as the fuck she can that next track meet. I can't wait to see it, because she might be the super light heavyweight champ after this one. We might gotta put her in the ring too. I can't wait. Oh my goodness. No! And another motherfucking thing, she got a low BMI. So when she was hitting his ass, oh, he was feeling it. There's no cushion on the knuckle. It's no cushion. So it felt like something close to getting sacked in the motherfucking head with a bag of charcoal rocks. No bullshit. No bullshit. And then if she had to break a nail, boy, boy, I pray for his speedy recovery. Oh my God.
Y'all heard her. She think it's funny. She think it's cute. I know she could fight. I know she's beating his ass. That's funny. That's cute. Would we find it cute if it was on the other way around? Would we find it funny? We wouldn't. There would be nothing funny about it. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. But women always try to find a way to make it funny. And it's just a little play. It ain't that serious. What did she do to him when it comes to a woman putting her hands on a man? But if it was the other way around, there is no excuse. None at all.
So I'm supposed to be off, rolling my hair. And the footage of Shakari and her boyfriend come out. And when he came out with his whole statement saying that, you know, she under a lot of pressure and he don't think she should have been taken to jail, he was definitely being nice and trying to save her ass. Because in that video, she like an abusive bitch. I don't care how much you're going through. She's aggressive behind closed doors. And you can tell because not once did he engage with her. He's walking away. You stuck him. Pushed him, following him from here to here to here. You're aggressive. And if a guy would have done that to a woman, they would have been held to the fucking fire. Everybody's life gets stressful. That does not mean you get to beat on your nigga. Period. Just like when a guy gets stressed, you don't get to beat on your woman. You follow this man around the airport hitting on him. And then it's crazy because people in the comments, he may have gaslit her. That's why he's saving her. He may have Haven't anybody ever heard sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me? You can't just go around hitting big ass niggas when you get an attitude. And the reason she's so comfortable hitting on that nigga like that is because they do that at home, I'm telling you. Now, if he get to sticking her shit back home, we don't know. Because maybe he got more common sense. Like, I'm not about to fight you in public. We're both celebrities. Maybe.
Y'all heard her. I agree. Women will make excuses for it over and over and over again. They just do. And it's sad. Like I said, we should not be letting our children be brought up this way to think it's okay. We shouldn't. Shakari, clearly we see that she's very athletic. She's in shape. Pretty strong woman. But you're still not a man. Like, let's just make it very clear. You're not a man. And this is also a track star. So the fact that this man, again, allowed you to do what you did to him, right? Refrained from even hitting you back. Because as a man, I know what I can do to you, right? So we love to say how men don't have any control and they're so out of control and all of this stuff. It could have went totally left had he had gave her what she was looking for, unfortunately. But we have to recognize, like, I honestly think, and if it was my son, leave her. If same way you would tell your daughter to leave that man, if he put his hands on you, leave her. Because this is only, again, I'm just going to say, I don't know for sure, but I'm going to say that she's already done this to him before. I'm going to just say, this is just my opinion. This is what I believe. I have no proof. I'm not saying that there's anything true behind what I'm saying, but this is just my opinion on, if you do this in public, what have you done to him behind closed door that he's giving you so much grace? But this is the problem. If you allow anybody, man or woman, right, to do something to you unprovoked, right, think it's okay because they get mad and they want to lash out and hit you, you need to walk away. Because if not, that person is going to think that they can do it. It's cool most of the time. Abuse is never okay. It should never be tolerated. Physical, mental, emotional, all the things. But a lot of time we live in this very toxic, like I said before, everything is so toxic and it's cute and we think it's funny to hit boys and hit men, and it's not. It's not. And you're risking your career, your livelihood, your credibility, your image, your perception, all of that. All of it. And she's already, like, you know what I'm saying? You've had things in the past that you don't need to keep adding stuff to your record. If you potentially could lose deals and just different things, because now you're creating a whole image that goes back to the same thing when it comes to black women, how we are, how we aggressive, how we abusive, how we're this. Like, it don't make it any better when you do stuff like this. It doesn't. It doesn't. So I just think that we have to be conscious as women that we cannot get a pass. She was held accountable and arrested. And now again, is her boyfriend going to probably go for her and press charges and do all the things, and put her in jail? No, you could tell he don't want to do that. He probably didn't probably want her to be arrested. But if you don't make somebody have to face their consequences for their actions, you're just letting them think it's okay. Regardless if you love them or not, it's not okay to do what you want to do because I love you. And when people know that you love them, they'll take advantage of you over and over and over again until you put your foot down and say, no, ma'am, I'm not doing it. Because then you embarrassing me in public. You in public hitting on me. Come on. No way. But let me know what you guys think about this conversation. I would love to hear your thoughts. Drop it in the comments. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already. Join the Patreon. Like the video, of course. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.